You're watching The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. We got some special guests in the building.
Yes, sir.
Flatbush Zombies.
He called it special. I was just waiting to see.
Yeah, I want to see if it was special.
Did he say special?
He said to everybody.
The first nigga that wasn't special. I was waiting for that. I was waiting for this nigga. But we got some regular niggas.
Well, welcome.
Thank you, man. Thanks for having us.
We've been trying to get you guys before Coachella, too, but I guess it couldn't happen.
Yeah. Scheduling, you know, it's hard out here on the road.
How was that for y'all?
It was fun. It was dusty. It was beautiful. We got to see Beyonce fans. We got to see Beyonce's crazy mob. We got to see who else was there. Ourselves.
It was our second time doing Coachella. Yeah, the first time we did, I think, was like 2014.
It's when Outkast came together, right?
Yeah, Outkast, yeah. And we actually, I think we opened the show. We started like at 12 o'clock. And we said, yeah, next time we come, we'll have a later time slot. And they actually gave it to us. So.
Y'all, were the crowd receptive? Did y'all have fans there?
It was lovely.
A lot of mosh pits.
Some people had fun. We did. It was great.
You said we did.
How did y'all get together? Explain to people who don't know Flatbush Zombies how y'all got together as a group.
And I just got to say shout out to Flatbush because I'm from Flatbush also.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm excited.
That was a gunshot.
Don't know.
I knew Eric since I was like 4 years old. Met him on the block at one of my friends' parties. And I knew him since 4th grade. What's the name of the school again?
PS 119.
PS 119. And we've just been friends ever since. Like, before music, before anything, obviously. We wasn't making music at 4 years old.
Right.
But yeah, that's how I just met them. We just stayed in touch forever.
Was it a Jamaican thing? Like,
this nigga's not Jamaican.
This nigga's not Jamaican.
I'm fake Jamaican.
Everybody black from Flatbush is not Jamaican.
That's a shame that you think that.
two out of the three are. All right.
By default, you Haitian and Jamaican if you're from Flatbush. But that's how me and him probably like, I don't even know how we really got. We 4 years old.
I don't remember.
They weren't thinking about that.
Playing tag and shit. We was playing games, Manhunt and all that games niggas don't even play anymore. And yeah, I don't even know.
Is it true that y'all bonded over LSD and mushrooms as y'all got older?
I never did any of that, so it can't be true.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
Make that disclaimer so they know. Like really.
I've never done psychedelics ever.
So two out of the three are Jamaican and 2 out of 3 have done psychedelics.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
We bonded over a lot more than psychedelics, though. We've known each other. We did psychedelics first time in our teenage.
Yeah, like maybe 15 or 16.
Yeah, so we knew each other for years before that. That was just like going into outer space with each other, you know?
Yeah, I don't want to glorify drug use, but how is that high like? I've never done the mushrooms.
I have.
How can you explain your?
Well, you have to be in a good mood. I always say that, like, before you do it, because if you're in a bad mood, it's going to give you a terrible experience. Like, you'll have awful hallucinations, but it does make you hallucinate. So if you're in a good mood, it's like fun, happy, like Alice in Wonderland. I'm in the middle of a forest. The roof opens up in the sky, you know.
Yeah.
Not saying that I tell people that they should do it, but I do feel like
I'm scared of that.
you
Don't
just
be
have to
scared.
be.
Well, if you scared, don't.
Yeah.
I'm not.
You'll have a terrible
nigga
experience.
naked in the shower with your clothes on, your wife trying to help you and shit.
I be in the bush.
How can you be naked in the shower with your clothes on?
Exactly.
Have you ever done shrooms in a bad mood and had a terrible experience?
Oh hell yeah! I've had like some bad, sad shit. I've had I be crying. I be having like times where I just be chill with everybody and I just leave for a second and start crying. And come back. It be all that, but it's not. I know you probably
definitely
look, I
right.
burn in the back of my head with his stairs. Like this nigga be crying.
No,
You're definitely right on the setting.
I was thinking what your
time and
astrological
place.
sign was when you said that.
What'd you think?
Cancer.
Nah, this is the Cancer right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Capricorn. I don't know what none
I'm
of
a
that shit
Capricorn.
means.
Leo.
Right.
You ready?
My homeboy did shrooms. He said everything looked like Mario Brothers. He said everything.
I don't know what he got.
Here's the thing,
Everything
man.
looks like
Here's the
Super Mario
thing.
Brothers.
Everything looks like you're in HD. Everything is more vivid. Your perception is changed.
Outside of that, the mind, like you say, your perception. So like, you're all the way over there, and I might blink, and you might be right here. Like whole perspective is. But outside of that, the spiritual part is what really made us really want to do. It wasn't anything about seeing goats and seeing fucking demons and ghosts and shit. It was literally about trying to tap into the other side, if that makes any sense. Just trying to find ourselves spiritually, and that shrooms just happen to be. And we don't even eat that. We take tea, we boil it in tea and shit. Yeah. We do it the best possible way. I don't want a stomach ache. I don't like taking drugs with people and having them trip out and lose their mind. So that was just our life.
And y'all still do it now?
I do my shroom tea. I do my shit.
How much?
Here and there.
I don't do an eighth of shrooms. Don't do an eighth of shrooms unless you want to like
have an ego death.
Yeah, unless you're trying to like really like think about everything you ever did wrong in your life and reset and apologize to everybody and all that kind of shit. I'll say a little. What you think?
Daily, weekly,
have
though,
eighth.
Some people take it daily.
Here's the thing. you build a tolerance to these psychedelics very fast, so you can't really take the same dose a day after each other. So it's always good to wait like maybe a week and reset your.
We are not telling you do drugs.
But
that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't say to do it, but I know I felt like I wanted to write things down, but I couldn't physically do it. Like
there's too much going on.
Yeah.
People microdose for depression also. Microdosing is a big thing that people do.
You can take like 1/10 of a tab and microdose.
I've tried that out for a little bit of shrooms during the day, and you be giddy and happy. You don't know why you're so happy and why everything is so beautiful. And then you realize that, oh shit, I've been on shrooms for 2 days.
You're not nervous for like maybe somebody's giving you something that they say is shrooms, but it's not?
Here's the thing, man. We met this dude named Sam when we were about 16 years old.
Morpheus.
And he looks like the kind of guy that you can trust. Like he's the guy. We always said,
did he have a white van?
No white van. He was more like a hippie type white dude. He was like a hippie type white dude. And we always said, yo, we're gonna take this. We're going to take it the right way, and we got to know who we're getting it from. And this dude really opened our eyes to it. And
he wouldn't even give it to us until he found out, like, about us, like, about our spirit. He asked me, the first time he met me, he was like, your favorite animal, your favorite color, your favorite shape, and all these kind of, because he's asking questions that I'm not even thinking about to figure out who I am as a person. Then he looks and he's like, all right, you can take this. You should be careful, though. But
what's your favorite animal? What's your favorite color? What's your favorite shape? I'm just curious.
Shit, I don't even remember what I told him at the time. I think it was an elephant. I don't remember the shape. And color is not black, but black's not a color. And then we just talked about that for mad long. And I guess that's how you figured out, all right, this guy's not an idiot.
Now rappers get a...
I just want to say one more thing about the drug use. We're not really glorifying it, and just like Yee said, make sure if you are going to do it at a time and setting that's good for you. Don't rush it.
Make sure you're good spiritually and mentally, and you're around good people, and you're in a good environment, and that kind of stuff.
And take only a little bit, because you don't know how it's going to affect you, so you don't want to like overdo it.
Psychedelics are mind-altering drugs for, like I said, for spirituality and shit like that, and it's not for you to just go out and have a party.
It's not party time.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good way to encourage drug use.
I don't know. I don't want to encourage it. I don't want to encourage drug use. I just want to inform people so they know what they're doing, because a lot of times people hear music and it's like, oh, this new drug, I'm gonna take it. They don't know what the fuck they're taking.
You said it's not Molly or whatever. You know, a lot of rappers do get flack for the promotion of drug use in the music. Do you ever worry about that when it comes to talking to your fan base?
We got that a lot when we first came out. If you look at it, because we've been doing this for a while for you people who haven't heard of us. And if you look at the older articles, a lot of the stuff that they say about a lot of people now, they said about us. Only the difference is that we can actually like rap, not to throw shade at a lot of different people, but they were saying it's all about drugs and it's all about this and that. But I don't really let it bother me, because I feel like every time we have this platform, we got somebody like Eric who doesn't do the drugs, and that's very important, you know. If this was a group of 3 DMX's 3 ODBs, it would be different. Like, we have to balance it. No disrespect, I love those guys to death. Those are my idols and shit, but we have to balance it. So I don't really get afraid of that, because
especially you see that K2 situation in Brooklyn.
They be wilding. They be
OD. How they sell out the delis? I don't even understand that.
Come on.
That's ridiculous. Just destroying the community.
Niggas should have invested in K2 for real. That's like
no, you should not.
Nah, I'm just saying. Whoever owns that shit is killing right now.
Literally.
Oh my God, they killing it
right now.
No, you don't want that on your hands. But let's talk about how Flatbush has shaped you guys, because it's interesting. You guys, obviously, Flatbush Zombies, and the 3 of you all met there. And then Brooklyn is just such a distinctive place, but Flatbush in particular, I think. So how did you guys come up, even with your style of music? I don't even know what you would call it.
I don't know what to call it either. That's why we're at right now, I guess.
Does it matter? Like, because you guys are independent artists right now. Yeah. And I know a lot of times when you sign to a label, they want you to fit into some type of genre of music. You know, sometimes it's a little Gravediggers-ish. Sometimes it's a little hip-hop-ish. Sometimes it's more rock. I don't even know.
Is it hardcore?
Nah, I wouldn't even disrespect the guys who really take hardcore that serious to even say that our stuff is hardcore, because it's not that theme-based. It's not that. I just think it's real music from the soul. Don't you get angry sometimes? Don't you get sad?
Absolutely.
Right.
Don't you get depressed?
100%.
I'm like sad because I'm light skinned.
You got me.
Yes.
You see how it works. Nah, but like the problem with rap now, like I love to bring up Pimp C. He loves to talk about the pitfalls of the game. Like everybody right now sells drugs, no one's going to jail.
100%.
Everybody's getting high, nobody's getting low. And I think that that's our job, to always talk about the dualities, the highs and the lows. And if I talk about buying jewelry, I'm gonna talk about when I didn't have jewelry. I talk about eating a chicken sandwich, I'm gonna talk about when I had to split a chicken sandwich. So yeah, that's just how we do it. That's how.
It's weird with these kids too, though, because you hear them talking about so much drugs, but then you also hear a bunch of them talking about being depressed, and I'm like, duh.
A lot of these niggas, I'm gonna tell you, a lot of these niggas be liars, bro. I be seeing these niggas in person. These niggas be liars. A lot of
they
these
be
niggas
happy
don't
in person?
They don't be. They be happy. They don't be on drugs. A lot of these guys be faking it. A lot of people just do drugs for the cameras too. Like, how you doing? You're not doing your drugs if you really
have to do it for a fucking
and going
video.
live for 3 hours. Like, you know, a lot of shit is for. I hate to use the word clout chasing and clout. that's really all it's really about. That's why they're doing it.
Yeah, I feel like New York supports y'all enough because you know I've been hearing your name for a long time. Yeah. And even myself, like I feel like y'all don't get the just due that y'all deserve as artists.
Because niggas is scared of names like zombies and go ahead.
I don't think so. I think that when people hear the name, they automatically think something else, you know, and I think that our music is something that's now starting to touch people in a different way. I think with our new album, Vacation to Hell, people are like, okay, we'll give them a chance. But we've been doing this for like 7 years. Like, we one of the biggest touring acts, you know, like to me, you know, a lot of these guys rapping on MP3s, and we came up in the 90s, you know what I mean? Like all the golden era hip hop, Jadakiss, Mos Def, like we listen to every type of music. And not only that, you got rock music influences as well, R&B, jazz, you know, all those things are in our music. But people just hear the name or they see how we look, and it's just like, I don't want to listen to that.
How did all the outside of hip-hop really influence you guys? Because people would automatically assume you guys are from Flatbush, y'all from Brooklyn, y'all from the dirt. The only thing that the dirt listens to is hip-hop. At that age, there was no grass in Brooklyn.
Yeah, I was from the dirt. He's not lying.
That's the pre-gentrified Brooklyn.
How do we? Well, I mean, it's probably just the way we were brought up. Like his family listens to all kind of music. I go in his house, they listen to gospel music. They listen to all that. You know, the reggae music, and like his family listens to blues and Motown and all that. So I think that we're just born like that. And Brooklyn is such a crazy melting pot. Like you hear everything. I go into the corner store, I hear the Aki's music. I hear everything. I be asking, what is that? I be trying to Shazam it and all that. So like, I think that's really why I sound is the way it is. It's not so I'm from Brooklyn, so I got to rap like Biggie. I want to be bigger and better than that. I want people to know that like just because you're from a place, you don't have to also follow. Because I'm more Biggie than any nigga that's rapping right now, but I still am bigger than that as well. And I think that's a problem. A lot of times people just look at, damn, Jay did this, Big did this. I got to follow the same thing. And it's like, nah, especially not Brooklyn. We known for being weird. We known for being different. So
has Jay ever reached out to y'all?
Not that I know. Has he, manager?
We had to double check.
The zombie part is interesting though, because y'all seem like such enlightened individuals. So why zombie?
Spiritual death, death of ego, rebirth of consciousness. You dig?
I mean, there's also like I like zombies. And I think zombies are cool. I think that's really it's not. I think that's what really scares people. I think about that sometimes. Like, damn, if we were vampires, would it make it any different?
Flatbush vampires.
Like, would it make it any different? I don't know.
That'd be dope. Vampires from Brooklyn would be the name of an album.
I mean, shit. If you trying to be on it, I ain't trying to switch my shit up. I'm good where I'm at. I ain't sucking no blood.
Is mainstream success something you guys ever wanted?
It depends on what that really means, though. Like, I don't really know what that really means.
Some people comes to you.
Some people right now where I'm from would think this is it. You guys are on Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
You made it. What is it? That's my favorite thing to say to people. What is it? Like, really, literally, what is it? Because me being in a group with my friends and performing all around the world, doing songs that none of you guys ever heard of, but a lot of people have, and getting paid for it, and having fun.
Well, hold on, that's not fair. We've heard a few songs.
I'll be real. They don't hurt me. It's reality. But like that's what makes me happy. Like I chose the right thing to do. Like that's all that matters to me. All that other success is really this, because there's a lot of motherfuckers selling records. They don't stand next to two motherfuckers they love and respect. They on stage with niggas they don't like. They got songs with niggas they don't like. Their legacy is gonna be trash when it's over.
A lot of people selling records, like you said, it's not gonna be a legacy because people are chasing the songs.
Exactly. Our shit is legit.
Chasing the waves.
If everybody else in the world died, we could still do a show. We don't need anybody.
And y'all making a living.
I was gonna say the biggest thing too. Like a lot of people have that mainstream success. They have top records, but you know, every day of our lives, somebody comes up to us. Each one of us, whether we're together, I don't even have to ask them anymore. It's like, yo, your music changed my life. You saved me from killing myself. You saved me from feeling like I'm alone in the world. And it's not like every song we make references to those things. It's about who we are and us being individuals and being genuine. People really gravitate toward it. And it's not like we're doing it on purpose. There's no formula. When I'm making the beats, I don't pick things that are, you know, I'm just really feeling the vibe. And like, I feel like that's something that's not given to every artist. And sometimes you have to sacrifice that in order to win, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I meant to ask, you know, when they said they used drugs and you didn't, how come you didn't try it or?
I'm a little older than them too, so if I did anything, it was a little like, it was when I was in college and shit. It wasn't really like, we weren't hanging out doing that together. And for me, I just feel like I'm already pretty weird, you know? I'm already in my head. I've been making music since I was like 15 years old, you know? So for me, I was always like, infatuated with playing instruments, and you know, I don't know, I just never like really got into it. Plus, these niggas was doing it. I was just like watching them. It was funny. Yeah.
You think your fan base would be upset if y'all had like a song that was on the radio? Like I look at Joey Badass and how he had the song "Devastated," and his fan base kind of got angry. Like
it's the era of self-entitled fan bases. Like these kids don't even understand. I wish I had the opportunity to even just tell Biggie, yo, or Busta Rhymes back in the days, I love your song. Let alone my opinion on it. I don't give my opinion, but like we're living in that era where everyone is so self-entitled. It's like, all right, Joey made 1999. He rapped like that. Is he supposed to rap like that for the rest of his life? Niggas still talk about Illmatic. Like Nas made that when he was a kid. Is he supposed to rap like that forever?
That's real.
And that's really what goes on in this game where people just they hold on to what they love about you, and you gotta stay like that. And it's like, we not working this hard to stay the same people, bro.
Like you work that hard to stay the same.
I don't want to hear about this album 2 years from now about, like, why don't you guys do this? Nah, we did that. If you really like that, go listen to it. Like,
yeah, because we look for growth. Because Vacation in Hell is really a for real second album. Like as far as a release like that. So have your fans, how have they responded? Because it is a lot different than the first one.
I think they love it so far, man. I think they love it.
It's so hard because they do sometimes pigeonhole you into.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Like sometimes people don't even give themselves a chance to even love something first. They think about everything before they even listen to the project. Damn, the art, I don't like the art. I remember the art in the last album was like this. And,
right.
Damn, he's working with this person before they even hear the song. Oh, why is he with Timberland? Like, hear the fucking song, bro.
They also waiting for what somebody else says before they say what they want to say, or they hop on Twitter or you hop on social media. Niggas be listening to the album and be like, yo, this is fire, and they read that it's whack now.
People that's the era we live in. People get on social media and wait to see what other people are thinking to form their own thoughts.
And niggas gather around to say negative shit, never gather around to say something nice. I never see niggas gather around to say, yo, this album that these people made, whoever it is, this is beautiful.
Well, it depends.
It's rare,
Beyonce
man.
Coachella performance.
Beyonce don't count. Beyonce is like a religious figure at this point, bro. Beyonce don't count. Niggas will never get together. If you made an album tomorrow and it was actually low-key fire, niggas will be like, nah.
Charlotte, this album trash. You made Lil Mama cry.
It's gonna be the nigga. It's gonna be the nigga with the funniest tweet about how your album is trash. Is gonna go viral. It's never gonna be like.
For sure.
It's never gonna be like, yo, this guy Charlamagne made me cry. This song is beautiful. No one cares.
Why is it so hard to focus on the positivity though, as opposed to the negative comments?
The same reason why the Zombies is like, it's like.
I was just gonna say that.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, it's dark, man. It just something about it. It makes you pay attention to it. That's the thing that grabs our eyes and our ears. Is like the bad. You know, people focus on that shit.
I'm not gonna lie. When I see the title "Vacation to Hell," I'm like, I think I'm gonna stay away from this one.
But why black people so afraid of this hell and all this shit? Why we so afraid of this
I don't even believe in hell.
So what the fuck did you
be honest with you? I think hell is a state of mind, or it's something that you can make yourself be on this plane.
But it's a vacation.
That's a vacation.
It's a vacation.
That's why we made the album. Like, what is hell? What is heaven? Like, that's what the whole discussion is. It's like, it's called Vacation to Hell because it's about making the best out of whatever situation you're in. Like, literally, like. This is hell that we in right now.
Yeah, you could be in a mental heaven or a mental hell, a physical heaven.
So it's like, damn, what we gotta like, why we so afraid? And I think that's what's limited us as a people. That's why niggas didn't fuck with us at first. They seen the word zombies and they got scared. Like, you scared of zombies? Really, nigga?
Yes, I am. You know why? I'm gonna tell you why. I used to work with this dude in Philly. He was my board op. White dude with red hair. This motherfucker was really preparing for the zombie apocalypse. He would talk about this shit every day like it was gonna happen. I'm like, yo, if you don't shut the fuck up.
Doomsday preppers, right?
And I also wanted to say, like, I feel like people focus on the negative so much, and even in the musical industry, like he said, do you feel like New York has your back and stuff? I feel like they do, but I feel like also a lot of people don't pay attention to us because there's nothing negative going on here. It's a real positive movement, man.
Big facts.
And that's how I feel. We don't really get the eyes on us because we're doing positive shit. We was just down in Detroit giving out water to Flint. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't want to post about positivity.
They would have posted about that if I slapped the bitch in the face the day before and the black see he's doing something good. But like he says, I think you say this shit all the time. Like, what is the quote you always say about people liking bad?
Oh yeah, nobody cares about the truth and the lies more entertaining.
Yeah, there you go. You know the shit. You should coin that motherfucker.
I don't believe in underground either. Not in this era.
It's over.
But in general, though, the perpetuation of a black man being angry, holding a gun, all those things have been the thing that's pushed in hip hop since the beginning. You know, we don't do that, so that automatically sets us back. You know what I'm saying? Like, our image is not violence and whatever. You know, it's like, okay, well, the drug thing was the thing at the beginning. It's like, well, now you take that away from it. Like, you know, there is no clickbait. So the clickbait is, yo, they told us the Coachella stage down. Yo, they, you know, all their reviews for their shows are good. You know, we have one of the livest performances. That's the things that people say. It's not like, yo, here's a scandal, Juice is in some scandal, I'm in some scandal. Like, and I feel like that really holds us back from being a household name. You know what I'm saying?
I think live performances are so important, and a lot of hip hop artists don't focus on it like they should.
Trash.
Oh, yeah.
These
you know, because there
big
could be
facts.
artists I love, and then I go see them perform, and I'm like,
Ruins it for you.
Say something.
don't do that.
And we don't rap on the MP3s like everybody else.
Say that again?
We don't rap on the MP3s like everybody else.
What's that mean for us non-artists?
Okay, so you know when you go to a show, right? Let's just say if you want to see Michael Jackson live and you went there, right? And a nigga pressed play on the Michael Jackson CD and you heard the actual CD version while Michael Jackson's singing on top of that. That's what these niggas do. They play their song, they jump up and down, they do the fucking dance, they do that shit, the crowd goes crazy. But they're not saying anything, bro. That's karaoke. Why are you doing this to people? And these kids don't know the difference, so it's kind of trash, really. Because they never got to really, some of these kids never seen a Jay, they never seen a Kanye West.
Right.
They never seen any of this, so when they go to see a show, they think that's what it is, and they really don't know they're getting robbed.
Well, Charlamagne thinks that people should lip sync sometimes.
Yeah, singers and dancers, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean,
My
dances.
niggas, hip-hop. You pick this profession, figure it out, bro. I be on stage for, how long was you on stage?
Y'all rappers.
It don't matter. I
Singing
say every...
and dancing?
All right, singing, all right.
Singing.
We
damn near
We're not talking about that. Bruno
Bruno
Mars and all niggas, they can figure it out, dog. You can figure it out. That's part of your shit to figure out. Trey Songz don't sing and dance for a reason. He can't do it.
Can't do both. Yeah.
So he don't do it. And that's what I mean. If you literally cannot perform, bro, then don't make music. Make headphone music and do not get that check.
But if I
The
pay to see
MCing though, you
you gotta MC, bro.
MCing, you should rap.
You gotta know how to talk on the mic, bro. You gotta know how to
Control the
talk to
crowd.
people and control the crowd. These niggas are getting checks, bro, for nothing.
But if I pay to see Beyonce though,
Oh, of course.
I gotta see that dancing. I want to see you
But she
singing.
doing it.
I want to see you singing
Yeah,
without.
my God. All right, so you go to see, imagine you go to see Tribe Called Quest, right? And they do Scenario. And then when Busta Rhymes do, as a combine, and he's doing that, he can't even whisper because it's off the MP3. He can't control the tempo of the crowd.
Yeah.
You watch
There's
somebody
no
like
dynamics
Jay-Z
at
be
all.
chilling, whispers, and then brings it back up. They can't do any of that.
I'm all for the rappers. Rap.
Yeah,
of course.
But singers should lip sync.
No, of course.
And you know what it is too?
nah.
A lot of times when
If you
they
dance.
actually do it, it don't sound like the song, like the MP3. It don't sound like the actual way that you remember it, so they don't like it.
Of course.
You know, I feel like our shit is better.
It's
live.
hard to sound like a computer
People
when
say
you
we sound like the actual record when we're performing.
That's good, because we don't run our shit through computers and stuff, guys.
Big facts.
It is.
The U&I record, y'all talking about mental illness?
Yeah, we're talking about brotherhood, mental illness,
Relationships.
everything.
Why do you think people are so open to discussing mental illness nowadays?
Because of all the drug abuse, and it's cool to talk about how much drugs you do, but like we were saying earlier, there's no duality to say, well, if I do all these Xanax, what's gonna happen to me after I stop doing them? What's the withdrawal? Like, I feel like if that's what's captured people's attention, then people are gonna talk about it, like whether it's good or bad.
I think us as a culture upgrading from, remember, like, you know, you see somebody in our neighborhood and usually be like, damn, that nigga crazy, stay away from him. And we're upgrading from them, damn, that nigga crazy, to like, yo, he need help. And I think that's really the biggest thing, because there's a lot of, damn, that nigga's crazy, and that has really happened. That's happening more now. People are being more upfront with like their depression and shit like that. Back in the days, me and Juice were one of the very few people I knew that would openly talk about being sad and being depressed and like
Even
all that kind of
suicidal.
stuff. Yeah, and all that kind of stuff, because that's what made Biggie my favorite artist, because suicidal thoughts. Because that shows me like, damn, he's not the only person who's thought like this. Even if before I ever thought like that people do feel like this. And like, that's why a song like You and I is very important for us to make songs like that, for kids that feel like that, for adults. I had a grown ass man come to me the other day like, yo, your son, my son came to your son, I ain't got no kids. My son came to your show and he actually killed himself. He was there with his whole family. He was about to just cry. He was just talking about like how that song You and I makes him feel. And this is crazy because he heard that song with his kid and then listens to it now after his kid is dead. And that song hasn't even been out that long. So that's why we do
The
it.
impact.
Really.
100%.
Yeah, that's why we really do it, because then you meet people like that. You really see the power of music. Music is bigger than just, damn, how could I make another song to get another chain, or whatever the fucking case is.
And suicidal thoughts. I thought about that record the other day, because I don't believe in heaven or hell in a physical sense, but Biggie really made hell sound fun as fuck.
It's popping up,
He
man. We're
did,
down
made
there.
it sound popping.
Like a vacation.
A vacation in hell.
I'd rather be smoking blunts, like he said.
Yeah, and I was gonna say I'll leave my email address online so fans can hit me up and talk about their issues. Because it's like, if they hear it from someone that they relate to with the music, it might help them, like motivate them or help them get through their day.
Yeah, just me mentioning one line about like just being depressed or that kind of shit. Mad people hit me up like, yo, I didn't know you went through. And I don't even tell them what I'm going through. Just them knowing that somebody else that they might look up to or admire is going through that shit is very important.
How did y'all get through other than the psychedelic drugs?
That didn't get me through like that.
That's probably the worst time.
Nah,
to do
that didn't get me through.
I don't know if we're even fully through.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
like everything is a blessing and everything, but like I'm still. I got a text message right now like, yo, be happy. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go there and be happy.
Yeah. It's a battle every day.
Yeah,
I think anybody who acts like it's over with, maybe they're dead.
Lying.
They're dead. You got to be dead for it to all be over with.
I think the honesty is the best thing. Now you have 3 books in front of you.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk about these 3 books and why'd you bring these books up here this morning?
All right, man. Because niggas asking about acid and all this LSD talk, so I decided to bring a book about it.
Okay.
I don't know if you ever heard of this, Electric Kool-Aid Test.
Nah, the Electric Kool-Aid
It's a very beautiful story. It's about a road trip. It's about LSD. It's fun, good stuff. Read books, kids.
Similar to what we do.
Yeah, it's pretty much our life.
The Electric Kool-Aid experience.
This book is the Negro Almanac. I got this from Eric's uncle before he passed away. I was going to give you this book, and I realized how rare it was.
So
and it's just about Black history and like.
Yeah, somebody in my family used to have one. I can't remember exactly who, but there used to be a Negro Almanac, and it might be one at my mom's house while I'm playing.
It said Miller High Life. Oh shit! Shout out to Miller. And then this is the DMT, the Spirit Molecule.
I was gonna bring you this shit too.
You want to talk about this book?
I mean, it's the DMT is a spirit molecule. You heard of DMT, right?
Yes, that's the DMT is like it's scientific evidence of the soul, right?
Yeah, I mean it's inside of our brains. It's inside of plants and animals. It's your third eye, and like you pretty much you smoke.
Is that like the spirit oil, the Jesus oil that goes down your spine?
Nah, that's talking about the Kundalini. What are you talking about now? You got Jesus oil.
Yeah, it's the oil. No, it's
that Peter Pan.
It's like an oil that your body makes that it says goes down your spine.
Nah, that's the Kundalini. That's it. I got some shit. I'm teaching this nigga some shit. Wait,
break it down for me.
So the DMT is pretty much something that everything natural has DMT. It's called dimethyltryptamine.
When we dream, we produce DMT,
and when you die, you have near-death experiences. You produce the most DMT you could possibly produce. So some people found a way to make DMT or extract it from living things and pretty much replicate the experience you get when you die.
Got you.
And that's pretty much what this book is about, dreaming and how important dreaming is, because that's another world that we really do not understand.
I want to read that. I was talking about the sacred secretion.
The fuck is that?
Oh, I never heard that one. That shit.
You putting us onto some shit.
It's from the island of the 12th cranial nerve. I'm gonna send y'all some videos on that.
I need that.
Yeah.
You be on your YouTube shit hard.
So you guys anti-signing to a major label?
I'm not anti.
Where the money at?
Yo.
Where the money at?
They gave my mama a nice little new crib in Jamaica and Brooklyn and Miami. And LA.
It gotta be life changing. Yeah, it gotta be life changing.
Right now, why would y'all do it? I mean,
I like to have control of what we do.
Exactly. You got control. You're selling out shows.
Merch, I'm sure, is
crazy. So why would you?
Bonkers.
I mean, sometimes the grass look greener sometimes.
You know,
you niggas be having new whips every day.
4 mushrooms after mushrooms, the grass look greener.
Both.
Remember, you don't need drugs to be trippy, man.
Hey,
state of mind.
But y'all making a lot of show money though.
Yeah. I mean. That's what I'm saying. They gotta like quadruple our fucking worth, man.
Yeah.
Like we handle our business. That's what I'm saying. Like
I think like I said, I'll sign if niggas give us what we make or what we do times 4, if that makes any sense.
And we still gotta own our records.
Everything. I need to own. I need that cash money deal. I need that I need the shit that they don't give niggas no more.
So what could the label do for y'all then?
Put their name on the
sticker.
Get
me on WWE WrestleMania. Get me on get me on here every month and shit like that. Like that's about it really. Other than that, we just gonna do what we gotta do and be naturally good people to people and hopes that like us being ourselves gets us as far as it gets us.
Because you guys all have to be businessmen also, as far as being an entrepreneur, running your own business.
Yeah.
And I like to be an artist more than a businessman.
He said that like,
I don't like
it's a lot. It's a lot to have to deal with making music, going on tour,
creating
having to get up
ideas.
and do your work, and then also having to deal with the business of it.
Yeah, I don't like that shit that much. I like just being an artist. I like being Basquiat, dirty artists. Don't care about none of this shit. We just you figure it out. Like I'm done with business, man.
We wear many hats. This motherfucking engineers, producers, mixes, and raps, and be emailing motherfuckers.
And
draws. I'm out on stage with these niggas every day. Like this is, you know,
Gotta wear many hats, man.
Y'all got a show tonight, right?
Yeah, I really wish that you guys would come and experience it live. I really do.
I
know y'all don't come to shows. I know that.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting for that.
Man, that'll be
y'all
beautiful.
Y'all should come to our show. If y'all really want to see the best show in New York City.
It's sold out, Terminal 5. You know what? If What time do y'all get on?
Why you gonna lie to me?
I know the G. I know it.
Man, I appreciate you even asking, man.
You better not tell them you gonna play their music if you gonna lie to them.
I gotta say I'm gonna be at the show tonight. What time y'all get on?
9:30 though, for real.
See, that's not too late. We can do 9:30.
At least catch the first
20
minutes.
Leave.
Yeah.
Come see that.
I would love to, but my knees start hurting at 9 o'clock, man. I'd be home tucking the kids in.
Outside today.
Come on,
Do y'all
man.
still love
Y'all got a
Brooklyn,
live stream link? I can watch live.
Do we still love Brooklyn?
Yeah, do you still love
Always.
Flatbush? It's so different
Gentrified
now.
Flatbush,
Always.
yeah.
It's weird, but I never see so much white people in Flatbush ever. A lot of new stores and shit.
Restaurants,
it's
bars.
weird,
Price
but
of do-rags went up. Beef patties ain't spicy no more. Shit has changed, bro.
I was walking around
Oxtail is like
Flatbush
$20.
the other day and seeing all the new little bars and lounges they put
Oh,
out there.
yo, I'm sorry, D. Can I talk about the bar?
What bar?
What bar?
Come on.
What happened? They wouldn't let y'all in?
He said
All
talk
right,
about it. Come on.
here we go.
Let's get it.
So we chilling. I'm chilling online. I'm going through Instagram and all that, and I see this motherfucking page called the Flatbush Zombie House. And I'm like, what's this? And it's a bar in Flatbush called the Flatbush Zombie House. I go through the motherfucker. The owner had our shirt on and all that. So he was already violating from the jump.
White or black?
He might have been Latin, if that's what they call
Nah,
it.
he was Latin as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
he was light skinned.
So we send him those papers, man. We got that
Cease and
cleared up.
desist. You goddamn right.
Yeah.
Got rid of
We got
that.
that
Shout out
cleared
our
up.
lawyer.
Zombie
Sorry.
I'm just
Shout out
saying.
lawyer.
Yeah.
Boy, that says a lot about y'all and y'all impact in Brooklyn that somebody decided to open up a club there and name it that.
Yeah.
They for some reason, they felt that was synonymous with Brooklyn.
I don't know how they thought they was gonna get away with that shit.
Yeah. Gentrified Brooklyn. That's what happens.
It got a ring to it, though. I mean, the
does.
name Flatbush Zombies
Y'all
got a
should
ring to it.
open
We
Flatbush
might gotta-
Zombies.
we might have to do
Y'all
that.
might
have to
gotta
do
open
that.
that
For
up. Yeah.
real.
Flatbush Zombie Lounge.
Yo,
Yeah.
Josh, write that down.
That sounds like a great place to have drinks.
At least he bought one of y'all shirts.
Yeah. I mean,
Right?
But still, nigga tried to take my well-being. My mother was like, "I got a bar." I'm like, "No, ma, that's not us." My mother went in there spying on them and everything, man.
He didn't offer y'all nothing like,
Nigga
look,
act
man.
he act like he ain't never heard of us.
Really?
I called him up
bro.
acting like somebody else. He act like he ain't never know.
Get the
He's
fuck
like,
out of
see,
here.
I tried to contact him. I couldn't get an answer. Like,
Nah, nigga,
Right
try
here.
to come
on, my guy.
And what gets me tight is those people are not from Brooklyn, most likely. Those people who moved to Brooklyn, got money, bought a spot in Brooklyn, decided to open some shit with Brooklyn's aesthetic, and that's what gets me mad about gentrification.
yeah.
He didn't offer y'all nothing like free drinks at the bar.
I don't want no
I
free
think the drink
named
was
after
called the
myself.
zombie.
Free
There was a
admission.
drink called the zombie in there, but I
Give
give
me
him
a
that
drink named
because
after myself.
The drink
Would
was
you like a
the zombie.
vacation in hell? Would you like one?
He's gonna steal everything.
Well, good luck tonight. Kill it tonight.
Yeah, you not showing up.
No, I'm gonna try. I swear, I'm gonna try my hardest.
He
I got a
lying.
meeting in the city. I'm gonna try to come early.
He gonna play y'all music tomorrow morning too.
Yeah,
Where can they find y'all, man? Where can they, that Twitters and all that?
Oh yeah, the social media shit. At Meech is Dead on every form of MySpace, Black Planet, all of that shit.
Black
Mi gente?
Planet. You
Mi
have
gente?
Christian Mingle.
Yeah, and don't be afraid of things that are different. You know what I'm saying? When we came in the game, we was very different. Not everybody
Got colored hair.
different.
Everybody saying what
It's
they
a
want
beautiful
now.
thing, though.
Big facts.
Everybody weirdos now.
It's a beautiful thing, but
In a good way.
when we came in, we got in the brunt of that. So don't be afraid to be different.
Y'all were the first Indians over the hill, basically.
100%.
First
Are
Indians
you allowed
over the
to
hill
say Indian?
get the arrows or bullets. So.
I'm not allowed to say that word
100%.
anymore, bro.
You can't?
Indian.
Oh, well, I didn't say it. Thank you for the books. Thank you for the books too, man.
It's Flatbush Zombies. It's the Breakfast Club. Come on.
Yeah.